The other day I woke up to two things. One, my Kurt Cobain poster falling off the wall again. Two, the realization that I might have lost the timeline dice roll, as somehow I've managed to be born during one of the worst times in all of human history. I was born in 2003, and as a result, I am now unwillingly a part of Generation Z. Or Gen Z, if you will. Growing up was fire. Everything ranging from the internet still coming up, playing Jetpack Joyride on your damn iPod Touch, or even the game-changing iPhone 6 dropping. Back then, you had the Hall of Fame browser games like Club Penguin or even Pop Tropica. You even had TV shows like Arthur. The only real worry you would have in these times was not being able to locate your group of friends' bicycles outside someone's crib, or getting your ball stuck underneath someone's car. Then some time flew by, and you're starting to enter your adult years, where for some reason society around you only now decides to fall into complete and utter chaos when it's your turn to actually become an adult. You could have been a fucking milkman in 1950 and still be able to purchase a house. However, the year is now 2025, in which niggas are graduating from high school, furthering their education, landing a job, and still can't afford literally anything. In 1970, the average American yearly wage was $9,870. Which is equivalent to $80,800 today. And the average American home around this time frame costs roughly about 23 grand, which is equivalent to 180,000 today. As it stands right now in 2025, the average American salary is slightly above 60 grand. The average American home is a little bit under 400 grand. Listen, I'm no f***ing mathematician or economist, but it ain't hard to tell that there's a clear discrepancy between these two time periods. Back in the day, niggas could have worked for one, emphasis on 1 year, and already have made nearly 50% save for a house. However, in today's economy, fuck no. By the time you've put in a year's worth of work, you're not even getting a quarter of the way there. 16% to be exact. It would take you 6.5 years to actually purchase and own that damn house. Then you have Canada. And despite me actually being from here, I'm not even gonna bother talking about it because niggas are gonna get pissed off. I might have to end the damn video if I start talking about its economy. Put it simply, where I'm from, the average salary is roughly 54 grand. Canadian, by the way. And the average cost for a house is 848 grand. Working for a year on the average salary would get me 6 singular percentage towards my house. In other words, it would take me 15.7 years to pay my house off. What the fuck? Back in the day, you could have literally been an immigrant coming from a third world country, get a basic ass job, and buy a house. However, in today's economy, as someone who was born and raised here, went to school, got a job, I might have a better chance getting hit by a car than actually buying a house. Remember when people used to actually purchase and own things? Like, remember when you actually had enough money to go somewhere and buy something without paying it off? Me neither. But nowadays, society is set up in a way where you can finance practically anything, including fucking Uber Eats. By the simple utilization of a damn Klarna account, you can literally spread a payment out over the span of 4 months. Like, you can deadass buy Chipotle for $11.50 and pay $2.87 from now until July. The fact that they're even willing to provide this possibility for people only further reaffirms that niggas are genuinely struggling outside. Like, people actually don't have money now. Back in the day, the internet used to be a simple place where you could literally just fuck around. You can still do that. However, in 2025, it has become absolutely ridiculous. The amount of shit on here that's posted on a day-to-day basis in which anyone can access at any point, nigga, it might even be thrown into your face. Gen Z being consistently on the internet's not helping them either, and is definitely warping their views of what real life is supposed to look like. Mind you, I'm no life guru, but there ain't no way in hell that the human brain was designed to consume this type of content every single day. The first one we have is social media. Back in the day, my parents used to tell me it's that damn phone. Now that I'm getting older, I'm starting to realize it might actually be that damn phone. This shit will have niggas thinking that if they're not rich by 25, they are nothing but an absolute failure. Me included. Granted, getting rich as soon as possible is definitely a valid move, and you should aim for that, to be honest, because what's stopping you? However, people are forgetting before the internet, there was literally damn near no way you could actually be rich by 25. You would have had to finish school around your early 20s and then finesse your way up the ladder before your employer would even consider the thought of paying you a decent salary. Or commit a crime. Nowadays, you could pull up practically any social media platform and see your 13, 16-year-old millionaire who started a clothing business that's just straight up booming. Someone who managed to figure out YouTube automation and is making thousands of dollars a month. Or your 8th life guru who is somehow a millionaire and despite you not knowing how, still wants you to sign up for his course. This shit is not real life. Gen Z is in a position where they're able to open the internet and access pretty much advice on anything they need in their life. Literally anything. You ever notice how you could open your phone and someone somewhere out there in the universe is trying to give you advice on what you should or shouldn't do in your relationship? Like, I'm talking, you open your phone on your lunch break at work and there's just immediately a nigga screaming on your phone talking about, any guy that's around me, bro, needs at least 50 bodies. Otherwise, he can't hang with us. What the f? Dumbass advice like this is what's constantly being fed to Gen Z, and I used to think that hella people didn't actually take it serious, so I disregarded it. Until I started experiencing signs of this shit in my life. You'll be chilling with your boy who just doom scrolls social media, and then all of a sudden your conversations start looking like this. Yo, bro, how long you been with your girl? I don't know, we're coming up about like 1 year maybe. But like, bro, do you love her? Do I love my girl? Yes, I do love her. Bro. How would you know if you love her yet, bro? You haven't cheated on her. What does that mean? What are we talking about here? Bro, you could only truly know if you love her if you cheat and start feeling guilty, bro. Otherwise, how do you know if you love her, bro? You didn't cheat. Who the f told you that, bro? Where did you get that from? What do you mean? You didn't see that Instagram reel I sent you earlier, bro? Fuck! Or you'll be doing your damn laundry and then all of a sudden your phone starts ringing. Yo, bro, hear me out. A key that could open many locks is a master key. But a lock that can be opened by many keys is a shit. Don't stop consuming these dumbass reels. Don't even get me started on dating advice that's portrayed on the internet for women. Social media has some women thinking that they're one of one and so that they should never settle for less. And now they're all entitled to marrying some rich man. Now you're on a date with the girl in which she looks you square in the face and goes,
So what are your hobbies? What do you like to do on your free time?
You know, I like to, read books. I go to the gym. Maybe I'll play some instruments. Well, what about you?
I'm high maintenance, you know. I need me a man who could fund my lifestyle alongside his, and if he can't, he's a bum. I need me a provider, someone who takes me shopping, surprises me with nice gifts, takes me to do my nails, my hair.
What? This shit don't even take place on dates sometimes. I remember back in my second year of college, I was talking to my boy about how I was gonna get home this day, and this girl overhears me drop the city I'm supposed to be traveling to, and she just buds in talking about,
oh, you're from that city too? I wish you would have told me earlier.
I didn't tell you anything. I wasn't talking to you, actually.
Because I'm actually getting an Uber there right now, and you could have came with. You know, I'm high maintenance. I don't do the bus. I'll just get an Uber or like a ride from someone, you know what I mean?
What the fuck? Ultimately, it's your life, so live the lifestyle you see fit. But we can't deny the simple fact that social media has planted the seed of entitlement in which hella people now feel as if they deserve these luxurious items and or lifestyles for just simply existing. Or because Sally from fucking TikTok told them so. Then you have the life advice. And for the record, there's usually some gems that do exist and you can come across them on the internet. But when you don't come across those gems, it'll be nighttime right before you hit your casual hour of doom scroll before you go to bed, in which now you're hearing niggas talking about how if you don't have a 4 a.m. morning routine, you're not a man. Excuse me? Or one day you'll be feeling a bit under the weather, so you miss the gym, in which you open TikTok to,
you're just a bitch. Honestly, that's not me trying to be some after school special shit. You really are a bitch.
Some of the advice that's thrown into men's faces may genuinely be good advice. However, the bad advice may be extremely fucking bad. The year is 2025 in which everyone now has a goddamn podcast, and as a result leads to people getting on these microphones and saying practically everything and anything. I've always thought that it's not that serious because it is the internet at the end of the day, but then I realized that there's people out there who may genuinely consume this advice, and so as a result they take it to heart, so now they live their day-to-day life like this, which can actually be pretty fucking dangerous. We've hit a point in life as a society where not only is everything accessible, but can also be accompanied by the help of a fucking robot. AI was introduced to the internet and now it's somehow on the verge of taking over the damn planet. Remember when you would go to the grocery store and have to wait in line until a cashier can help you? Went into Walmart the other day in which I saw the most self-checkout machines I've probably ever seen in my life. Like they straight might have had only like 2 cashiers. I was at a pancake restaurant that has its own self-driving robot to deliver niggas food. This shit was low-key fire, I can't lie, but just imagine when it starts taking people's orders too. Starbucks now has a prototype for a self-service barista. Before you know it, humans won't even be needed anymore for the most mundane of jobs. Almost everything can be done with AI. You can ask ChatGPT damn near any question in the universe and it will somehow find the answer. People are starting whole-ass businesses with AI. Hell, some content creators are even running fully automated YouTube channels, pocketing thousands a month. This shit is only going to get worse for the economy because a lot of jobs are actually starting to become obsolete. It's concerning. Back in the day, everyone would constantly tell niggas to go study some form of computers. But imagine following that same advice today. It's gotten to a point where the computers are now studying us.
I'm not made of nerves, Yusuf. I'm a computer program designed for conversation.
Why are you stuttering?
All in all, Generation Z as a whole has some scary times ahead of them. People are literally following the older generation and society's advice, yet aren't able to afford literally anything. The internet and social media are absolutely warping everyone's view of what life is supposed to look like. AI is about to take over the damn world, blah blah blah. It won't be a fun next set of years. I mean, you tell me. Do you think Gen Z is at fault for its current living state as they don't want to work hard anymore? Or is there something within the system that clearly isn't right, however it's easier to just turn a blind eye? I gotta cut this shit off again, man. I'm starting to sound crazy again, bruh.
Kiss that, kiss that, kiss that, kiss that, kiss that.